Huge online sales have come and gone, and Modern Horizons 3 was a massive benefactor of some of these sweet, sweet deals. And the only way to put into words what has happened with Modern Horizons 3 over the past 3 days is, well, that...
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
Take a look at the data and why this set seemed to avoid the tank from a sale at a super low price and has recovered back up to something more normal, and why I think this is a great sign for what might be the biggest Magic set ever. We have been talking about Modern Horizons 3 for almost 2 years now, it feels like, and with the set finally ready to drop, we're getting some spoilers. Not spoilers, leaks, whatever you want to call them. We're seeing the cards, and we are spending our money on the products, and it's safe to say we as a community have dubbed this one a banger. Now, we are still in pre-order times, and pre-ordering TCGs right now, definitely in a weird spot. So take everything we see here with a grain of salt. We don't know how fast things are going to ramp up as we approach release day, but Modern Horizons 3 is popping off. And if you don't know, what we do here is we track every single sold listing of sealed product on TCG Player. We put that into the data vault, expose that data on cardboardfinance.com, and it's all supported by the channel members that pay $5 a month for discounts on box openings, early content, access to exclusive content, and things like that. So if you like what we do, make sure you consider joining the channel membership. But without further ado, I want to take a look at some of these numbers and make some conclusions, draw some conclusions about Modern Horizons 3 and what we're going to see in the future, and why this is a good thing for regular people like you and I. So without further ado, let's head on over to cardboardfinance.com and take a look at all the goings on. And as you can see here, we've built this wonderful catalog of the release of not only Magic, but several other trading card games and all of their releases on the platform. But when it comes to Magic the Gathering, we always have these massive pillar releases, and Modern Horizons 3 is shaping up to be one of them. And this sale definitely helped kick that off. This set has arrived with a bang, with a boom, with a massive, massive landing, and it's really good to see. We looked at these numbers before the massive sale began. We checked it out at Friday Morning Magic, the live stream here on the channel every single Friday morning at 8 a.m. Central Time, and we were like, the numbers are good. They were good. We were starting to ramp up, but we didn't see anything like this. Play booster boxes and commander deck sets were still in the hundreds of boxes sold. And because of this massive sale, we have seen the play booster box jump, skyrocket, absolutely explode to 3,522 units total sold on the platform. That is right. We went from hundreds of units to thousands in the snap of a finger. It was crazy. And we discussed at the time the fact that the play booster box and the commander deck set were kind of neck and neck in sales. When we look at the number of products sold and kind of the rate at how they sold and the price of these products, the play booster box is by far the biggest benefactor of this, and it's mainly because we did see the boxes for sale at $229. And more on this here in the second half of this video, so just remember that there was a massive sale on this product. Now, it is cool to see the play booster box separating itself from the rest of the products in a Modern Horizons set, because I have said before, and I will say it again, I like my sets to be about what they're about. I understand why we sell things like this commander deck set. I love the out-of-the-box play experience where you're able to just buy this deck, spend, roughly $200 and get a play experience with them and 3 of their friends or their pod or whatever it is. $50 a person to have a tailored deck ready to go does not seem to be absurd to me. That seems to be totally fine. But to see the play booster box leading when Commander is the main thing and it's what Magic and Wizards of the Coast and everyone cares about, to see the Modern Horizons 3 play booster box really set itself aside during a Modern Horizons set makes me extremely happy, as it has sold almost double the Commander deck set. But again, we have those numbers for that massive sale. Now, here's the big surprise, is we have collector booster boxes coming in at only 784 boxes total sold. This is not a large number of collector booster boxes. And if we think back to times before some of these sets were going on, we'd look at something like Phyrexia All Will Be One. The collector booster box had a good amount of time to sell a ton of products, and a lot of this was in the pre-release and up to release. Now, I know this product has been out for a long period of time, but you can see the trends for Magic the Gathering products that we see here. A product releases, it comes out, and then it kind of trickles out here and there. Many of the sales, the vast majority of the sales are coming at that time of release. So to see the collector box change shows me a couple things about Modern Horizons. First and foremost, it is that people are wanting to play Magic. Like, that is not a surprise. That has always been the case. But furthermore, expensive, hyper valuable collector boxes, we have to be really incentivized and really leaned into purchase. So there's two ways to counteract this. You can incentivize us with something like the One Ring, and we can get another Lord of the Rings situation where it pops off, or we can look at something like the Modern Horizons 3 collector booster box, or we can even look further, a little bit further in the past, and look to the Fallout Commander collector booster box to juice those sales, where we have a product that is hyper limited in nature. Now, the rumor is that the Modern Horizons 3 collector booster box is going to mirror some of the limitations of other really limited collector booster boxes, something that's hard to get and should be actually collectible. And hey, as long as the play booster box is out there and the commander deck set and these play experiences are out there at affordable prices, at cheaper prices, I am okay with a highly collectible collector box. I'm a big fan of that. So with all of this being said, the big concern for me was this play booster box that we took a look at that's leading in these sales numbers, as well as, the most purchased product during the massive sale, as in the month of May, we have really ramped up the numbers that we are pushing through TCG Player. I was worried that the price of $229.99 from the sale would cause damage to the market. I figured, hey, we saw this with Karlov Manor, we saw these massive cheap prices cause a lot of damage to the market, but then I had to remember, and this is the beauty of being able to track information like this and kind of have a visual history of Magic's past. So remember, if you like that, make sure you subscribe to the channels. We're racing to 9,000 subs. I can't believe we're on our way to 9,000 subs. We saw kind of the antithesis of this in the collector booster box for Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I lost my train of thought there for a second. We did see a massive sale in Outlaws of Thunder Junction collector booster boxes. We saw the sales numbers spike, but since then we have seen the box continue to recover and climb upward. And while Outlaws of Thunder Junction was a really cool set, a very awesome product, the play booster box holding this value is where it's at. The cards being playable is where the set is at. To see the collector booster box recover like that gave me hope. And Modern Horizons 3 is leaning hard into that hope, as not only do we have these boxes selling, but the price has already recovered back up to above the mayhem crazy sales price, and it is headed back up to a normal area. Now again, every time we talk price of Magic the Gathering, there's going to be someone in the comments saying, you're saying it's a normal area, they're charging too much for a booster box. Yeah, I wish booster boxes could be cheaper too, but we live in a world where we know Wizards of the Coast is not going to print $100 booster boxes, and when they print premium or tentpole products or whatever you want to call it, they're definitely not printing $100 booster boxes. So instead of just getting in front of you guys and screaming that into a microphone over and over and over, because that's not fun or interesting content, I'd like to analyze the world that we actually live in. So I would like booster boxes to be cheaper. I don't want to have to pay $250, $260 for a play boosters box of Modern Horizons 3, and I don't want stores to be making $5 to $6 a booster box that they sell. I'd like stores to be able to have an ecosystem they can maintain, but that's not the world that we live in right now. So I want to analyze things as we see fit, and it's good to see things bouncing back and recovering. Now, I have been critical of the addition of Commander to Modern Horizons 3, and I have said from the beginning, I understand it. From a business perspective, listen, Commander sells. I shouldn't have to tell you guys that Commander sells when we take one look at the Fallout Commander sales between the Commander deck sets, the collector booster boxes, and all the individual decks. Listen, Commander product sells. It moves boxes, but it's refreshing to me to see the leading products in Modern Horizons 3, a set that is about modern. It is a handhold to another format that isn't Commander, which does not happen often when it comes to recent Wizards of the Coast product. It's nice to see the highest commodity, the product that we're the most after, not being about Commander for now. Will that withhold over the long term? Who knows, but we will be here to track it and analyze that information and talk about how that affects each and every one of us. And it's making our product, as it comes out, these massive sales, these product dumps on these online platforms, it's helping our product hold value. We can get a decent value on a box here and there, and once we've made that purchase, often 2 out of 3 times so far, at least in 2024, we can hold confidence that that box is going to recover a bit in price and come back up to more of a normal level and make us feel like, hey, we got a deal. And as consumers, as Magic fans, we like getting deals. That's a good thing. So I am excited for Modern Horizons 3. I cannot wait for more to drop on the product. Let me know what you think about the massive sale. If you engaged in the TCG Player Mayhem, we have tons of videos for TCG Player Mayhem coming out. We have Ursula's return. We're talking about Fab Part the Mistveil and the wild number of sales that it had maybe during the TCG Player Mayhem and all the promos and everything going on. We're going to look back at Sorcery Beta and some of these indie TCGs and see if they benefited from the sale. And of course, we have to take a look at Star Wars. I cannot wait. Make sure you stick around for all that fun content coming to you this week. Until next time, you guys know me. Oh, share the video. Share the video. You guys just, it helps. You guys know me. My name is Josh, and we will see you around. All right. Goodbye, everyone.